Now, in just 4 hours, the season will officially be over for menhaden, also known as pogies. For the last 5 years, pogies have been the most popular bait used to catch lobster. But now this state is saying too many have been harvested. And as News Center Maine's Jack Mulmud shows us, it could have big impacts to the price of lobster.
Sunday, along Maine's mid-coast. Lobstermen load up on bait for a hard week of work ahead.
Now I need a couple boxes of pogies.
You want 2 of them too?
But as every last bit of space in the truck is filled, the guys at Georges River Bait Company know it won't always be this easy.
Menhaden has a tradition of being here and then being gone.
Jerry Cushman is able to sell menhaden, also known as pogies, as one of the cheapest bait fish to lobstermen. But Sunday is the last day they can catch pogies locally. According to the Department of Marine Resources, the shutdown for the commercial bait fishing industry comes as fishermen are catching more and more of the population. The department said in a statement, "While we recognize the struggles Maine fishermen are facing, this emergency closure is a short-term measure intended to protect the resource and the long-term interests of Maine menhaden and lobster harvesters."
Maine doesn't want to be the state to put the coastwide quota over the limit.
Jim Watton, a co-owner of Georges River Bait, says they will still have pogies, but it's going to get a lot more expensive.
Instead of being caught just in the waters off our shore and landed fresh daily, they're going to be caught in New Jersey, caught in New York, caught in all these other states, frozen, and then had to be trucked up here. And all that adds expense.
The state says this season should end at around 20 million pounds of pogies. And for context, the year 2020 saw 13.6 million pounds caught. Jerry Cushman says Maine is lucky to have pogies in the first place. They reappeared just 5 years ago after the fish disappeared from Maine's waters in the 90s.
In the same year that the herring quota that Maine relied on for lobster bait got cut, menhaden showed up. It was like a gift. And because this story would be completely different, if menhaden hadn't showed back up in Maine, we would be in big, big trouble.
The prices for bait and fuel and new regulations pending from the federal government may end up hurting the price for lobster at places like Red's in Wiscasset.
Unless the price goes up, unless they're getting more off on their at the dock, they're not gonna want to even go out.
But to keep the bait fish industry stable, Cushman says things have to change.
We have a tradition of overfishing, and maybe we're not overfishing menhaden, but maybe we are. But our business model has been overfish and then take 20 years to figure out how to rebuild it. That's not a good business model.
In Warren, Jack Mulmud, News Center, Maine.
Now, pogie season may be over tonight, but the Department of Marine Resources says non-commercial license holders can still fish for pogies in Maine, meaning they can still catch bait for themselves.